Welcome back to another episode of Unconscious Brother. Here with some views and inputs, or views and insight of my own. My speaking reflects only on my thoughts and opinions. It does not include anyone else's views and opinion whatsoever. To start off, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to just listen. Aside from that, hey, what motivates you, right? That's the key. What motivates you? What gets you up every day to do the things you need to do to get the things you need done? Think about that for 1 second. Reflect on it. Let it marinate, right? All the while, keep in mind, there will be challenges along the way. These challenges sometimes may seem grand, sometimes they may seem minute, sometimes they may just seem like too much. What do? First thing is, stay focused, don't give up, right? Stay persistent in what it is you're doing. Just keep in mind that light is always at the end of the tunnel. And that's also based on your perspective, right? How you view things in life can determine the outcome of that situation. Okay? With that in mind, don't let something irrelevant deter you from what is present. And if what is present is you being prosperous or successful in a task, in a project, in a goal, and tying your shoes, whatever it is, you should not allow anything to interfere with that success, with your fulfillment, with your completion of that said task. Again, keep in mind, tough times make tough people. And a lot of people, far often than not, give up right before they cross that finish line. Because at that moment, that's when you're tired. That's when you're fatigued. That's when all the other unnecessary things start to distract you. Yet, keep in mind, you are starting on something and you need to finish it. So it is uber important to neglect any outside force, factor, idea, decision, just so you can remain diligent on the task at hand. Okay? Now, what's your end goal? Right? That determines on you. I personally can only tell you what I think is important to get the job done. Focus. Staying focused. Keep in mind, on average, the amount of times people want to do something and do not succeed, ask them or ask yourself, how easy was it for you to get distracted, lose focus, or be placed in a random, and I'm using air quotations here, in a random event that changed everything? Even if it was for a second, if it was for a day, if it was for an hour. Any time taken off the course is time lost, and time is the only thing in life we cannot get back. Keep that in mind. Okay? Now, with all that being said, I do hope you success in whatever it is you're accomplishing or you want to accomplish, right? I don't even have to know you for me to want success for you, because I want for you what I want for myself, right? Now, keep in mind, there's only one thing that can stop you, and that's you. Because at the end of the day, there's only one opponent in front of you, and that's the motherfucker in the mirror. Okay? Now I want you to take that information. I want you to digest it. I want you to let it nourish your body. and your mind, and I want you to take hands on whatever it is you want to do, right? Like they say, all hands on deck. I want you to take hands on whatever it is you're trying to do. I want you to accomplish it, right? Simple and plain, right? And you're probably saying, unconscious brother, you're just ridiculous. It's not that simple. Life happens, children, family, blah, blah, blah. Again, these are the things that I'm saying. Staying focused. So, for instance, family does come first, right? I will be a fool to neglect that. Family should always come first. We're talking about two separate things, though. If we're talking about a goal, if we're talking about an accomplishment that needs to be met, now it's just a matter of which are we focusing on, because family should always be first. So it shouldn't be an issue of which to choose. I'm only saying it this way because it becomes a focus on what comes first. Is your plan, is your vision, is your goal going to improve the conditions of those around you and for yourself? Now, I won't answer that. Only you can. And I say that to say, are you willing to put in the hard work, the effort, the intensity, the determination to get the task done that you want to improve the things that you can for yourself and your family? Now, keep in mind, family does come first. However, which is more important at the moment? Family is going to always come first, right? Just picture this in your head. Take your hands. One is the family. Let's say your left hand is family and your right hand is your goal, is your objective. Now, if it is going to improve the living conditions or the conditions of yourself and your loved ones, and your main goal already on the left hand, never changed, never moved, never swayed, is family, then you keep that motherfucker firm and steady, and you take your other hand and you go up or down because you only know your goals and your accomplishment, and you go, which one is more important? Simple mathematics. If one is going to improve the other, then the sacrifice, the determination, the focus that I was speaking on earlier needs to be set in place, because you will have some challenges, you will have some obstacles, you will have some things that will be detrimental. However, as long as it doesn't cause any immediate harm, any immediate sickness, any immediate emergencies, you have to be able to neglect one thing, which is really you being selfish. If you have a goal and then you neglect the goal to focus on something that you're already focused on, that you're already concerned about, that you already want to see prosper, then you're neglecting one for the other. And it's up to you to decide how to get it done. I'm thinking, right? Because again, this is my views and opinion. I'm thinking the best way to do that is to simply put in the sacrifice for something that's going to give a greater outcome. That greater outcome varies for different people. You may be neglecting time from Sundays at home or Sunday church with the family to put in some needed overtime to get something more prosperous in the future, right? That's only up to you to determine what's important and what's not. Again, I believe family comes first. I will never neglect that. However, at the same time, if I need to sacrifice a few hours of my day to put into something else, it doesn't mean I'm neglecting the other thing, which is family. It means that I'm also sacrificing time from myself, time from them, to get a greater outcome for things that I want. I hope I'm not losing you. All right, now, Let's think about this for a second. I feel people, on average, when they want something, they're going to do what they want, do what they have to, do what they need to get it. These things require a sacrifice. No, I'm not talking human sacrifice. I'm talking time, energy, and money. The same things that I'm going to presume is something you're hoping to accomplish more of if you are sacrificing or making a sacrifice to improve your life. Does that make sense? Right? Let's say a man who cheats on his wife. He's sacrificing time, energy, and money, all to get something from a different individual. Not saying that he doesn't love his family. Well, that's debatable. But not saying he doesn't, right? However, people will have the energy and time to sacrifice for things that are least important, for the distractions that I'm referring to, for the things that you need to be focused on, right? People find time to do the things they want, so that includes staying away from distractions because those seem less likely to be as hard as the things that you actually need to do. How often, as a child, as an adult, as a teen, how often did you want to learn something? Right? That's probably the basic thing to think of. Let's say you wanted to learn something. How difficult was it to go from A to Z, from start to finish, without letting anything interfere with the progress or the completion of that task? And when I say anything, I mean taking one night off to go out partying when you could have been home studying, right? That being at home studying could have been the difference between a letter grade. That going out partying could have also been a difference between a letter grade. There's the two sacrifices. You just have to choose which one is more important. The same thing as I was saying earlier with family. Family should always come first. However, there should always be something that you're focused on to help improve yourself and your family. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, determination is key to get things that you want done. We all have ways to getting things that we want done. Yes, I am aware I said done. Just like that. However, focused. We all have ways of getting things that we want done. Complete. Right? We just have to decide which of the things that we're doing is more important than the things that we want. Again, we have to decide which of the things that we're doing is more important than the things we want. Okay? That's all I have for right now. But just keep in mind, only you can stop you. Alright.